The arrest of the two Somali boys are still creating tension and rhetoric questions. Many questions are still rising up. These people or these boys, they are coming from a certain specific group of people, which is a Somali country, which is a bit neighbor to Kenya. And this may create a certain enemy. Mark you, the CS for Interior here in Kenya, Murkomen, said well that despite all that these two boys did, being that now they are not really the citizens of Kenya by virtue and by birth, this has not affected any relationship between, has not affected in any way the relationship between Kenya and Somali. And in fact, Murkomen said it well that being that the two have been arrested, their relationship with the Somalis still sticks well, and they don't have any other brushing chaos or brushing manners or maybe some kind of enmity with other Somalians. It is only the two who, involved in such heinous act. And we have had a number of allegations going through that. Tension and chaos may arise in the next Sunday games. In fact, tomorrow games, which is set to be at around, evening hours, between a repeat match between Mogadishu and the Kenya Police FC. What do you expect? So the information is tomorrow. If you plan to be in Nyayo Stadium, please set yourself, be ready, and get keen while you are there, because a certain group may plan to revenge. In fact, this thing is going to be serious, and we call for heavy security to be deployed in Nyayo Stadium, because there are certain group, they are planning to revenge towards their friends. Maybe the Kenya side planning to revenge towards Somali, or Somali planning to revenge to Kenya side. So be ready. Now, the charges that has been made against the two boys who are being alleged to be under 18 years. In fact, as we speak now, they were arraigned in court, and then they never took a plea, and the magistrate Rose Gitau directed them, to be taken in the, Gigiri Children's Home, for them to be detained there, remain there for a while, after, as their case is being processed for further, hearing in the ahead dates. Now, we even saw, like, there were some kind of relatives in the family who tried to come in to compromise with this matter, but they were turned away. What does this, tells? They were turned away from, even reaching these two boys. But the charges already were made and read against the two boys, that, they were just now being, the court had made charges against the two boys. The charges which reads well, like, illegal presence in the country. The two boys were here in Kenya illegally. Mistake. Second is discretion of the national anthem. Then causing disturbance during public gathering. That the charge number one is somehow a bit heavy. You see, being somewhere illegally, then you cause an offense. It's somehow, it's traumatizing. They were here in Kenya illegally. So government must take a keen action towards that. And in fact, would I be the government, I would have informed everybody, to present their documents for us to ensure that every person who is here in Kenya, apart from those who, come, who manage to come in the aspect of, in relation with the business, through immigration officers, everybody is a Kenyan. You see, now the two boys were here illegally. So those are the two charges that were made against them: being here in Kenya illegally, discrediting of the national flag, then cause of public disturbance. 3 offense that were, read against them. Now, as we speak now, the two are now, held up in Gigiri Children's Home, as the case is said to be mentioned again on Wednesday. And tomorrow it is a game between Kenya Police FC and Mogadishu FC. Remember the last game that brought all this thing, this this drama, where the two, as it is being alleged that they are under 18, went and snatched the Kenya flag, kicked it on ground. In the video, as they were doing it, they never thought it would have been into this serious as it is today. Their video went viral, sparked an outrage. Many Kenyans stand still. There were a number of reactions, there were a number of response. People who were suggesting the next way to be, the actions to be taken towards the two boys, but no one never thought that they were under 18. So do you think the aspect of them being under 18 can bring any favor from the court to them? Like, now they may thought, like, these are just children, and they did it out of, further, they never knew, like, a flag has all these kind of laws that may bring them to such a kind of, laws that even making them ending up being in court. Can this, the aspect of them being under 18, can it be used as a favor for them to be released out of courtroom, to enable them be free? And I think, will this make them to be, will this act as a lesson to them? Or after this, they are going to now revenge to Kenya? People must be serious, and we must ask this seriously. Remember, there are again leaders who are in government, and the same leaders coming from the other group. I know one will try to, compromise and come in to rescue these two boys. But, they may rescue, but then after then, the revenge is there. So we must think wise. What's your take? Let me think of what you have at the comment section against the two Somali boys who are now in Gigiri Children's Home, ahead as they now waiting for the next hearing, which is set to be on Wednesday next week. Remember, the next game is tomorrow, Mogadishu and Kenya Police FC. This is the thing that bring all, made all these things to capture the Kenyans' attention. And now the two boys who were caught in camera doing all their thing, in the process of being happy, being jocant, are now held in court. Their game is tomorrow. Let me think of what, what's your reaction at the comment section. Remember, this is ACTV. Still on your screen is Tom Onyao.